Okay. You'll have to excuse me. I'm in my work outfit and ready to go to work. Waiting on a customer. I had a half-hour wait before she gets here to take care of her. But it was an opportunity for me to... Hi, mailman. It was an opportunity for me to talk a little bit about what's on my mind, what's going on, what my thoughts and ideas are going on. It's been a long time since I've done a video. And good friend Rachel said, hey, do some more. And I'd already been thinking about it. It's a great idea. So just a couple of videos to brighten our day, so to speak. Enlighten, I hope, by God's will, that what I say is correct, and by God's guidance that what I say is right and on the right path and doing the right things. So all praises to God and His guidance and what He does for us. What I want to talk about is a very profound understanding that I've come to and have firmly grasped onto as I continue to study, read, ponder the Quran, and live my life in accordance with the guidance and ways that God is teaching me in the Quran. I've learned that when I do things for God, for the purpose of serving God versus serving myself, the reward is amazing. Inside, the good, the feel good, you know. You get the feels, and it's an awesome thing. And you realize that that's part of the reward. That's one of the rewards that come with it, is the feels, they call it, the feel goods inside, you know, hey. And especially when you're doing it the right way, you're not expecting reward, you're not expecting some sort of compensation or recognition for it. That's an amazing sign from God for me. That helps me know that I'm on the right way and doing the right things. But not to get sidetracked, sorry. I want to talk about the message, period. As I continue to read and study and learn and realize that from the very beginning, the message, the guidance has always been the same. It's never been a little bit here and a little bit there and partial here and partial there, and we're supposed to put it all together and at the end here and get it right. It's always been there. It's always been the same message. And God tells us in every single message, whether it's the Torah, the Quran, the Bible, Buddhism, Sikhs, Hinduism, it doesn't matter. In the end, the idea is to live life in a good way by being a good person and being charitable to those around you, and to believe in God. And that's it. It's really that simple. And then God gave us, because that was so simple, but so encompassing. There are those who are, what would be the best way to put it? Those who maybe are influenced by Satan, have accepted the whisperings in their ears, if you will, are not in the right frame of mind or path. And they wish ill will. They wish ego to be bad. They put themselves, in other words. Like I was saying before, if it's not for God and it's for self, is it right? You know, there's a huge difference. They put themselves first. before they put other people or before God. And so when you put yourself first, you open yourself up to all the bad things in bad ways. Greed, ego, desire, power, all of that. That all becomes options to you because you're allowing it, and you're allowing your mind to think that way and go that way. And then it's so much easier for a person. I know, I've been there myself. It's so much easier for a person who says, you know what, I'm just going to take this one candy bar. They're not going to miss it. It's not a big deal. I'm hungry. I don't have enough money. I just want that one candy bar. It's so much easier after the first time. If you don't tell yourself and recognize what you did was wrong and seek forgiveness for it and repent. Repent could be many ways. Go back and give the store the money. Tell them what you did. Fess up to it and pay for what you took. That's one way. Ask God for forgiveness as well. Recognize your sin, what you did wrong, and ask God and seek His forgiveness. Doesn't mean you get it. But He tells us when you see that you've done wrong and you try your best to correct it and change your ways, He's oft forgiving, most merciful. So the option's there. The best thing would be to correct it altogether. Go back and tell the store what you did, admit to your sin, and correct it. Give them the money that they're owed. Everything that you do for self typically leads to, that type of can lead. I can't say will lead, because people can look at things. Let me correct myself on that. People can look at things. What do you mean when you do it for yourself? What if I'm going in to get surgery because I've got cancer and I need to get it removed? That's doing it for me. No, that's not doing it for you. That's self-preservation. That's a little bit different. That's taking care of your body, which God tells you to do. Take care of your body. Take care of this vessel that your soul is currently in. That's not selfish. That's health. That's a little different. But when you go in and get a facelift or a tattoo or things like that, that's a lot different, because those are things that you're doing for your own ego. You're doing for your own, you're trying to make yourself look better or more beautiful or better looking or, stand out based on social presence instead of for God. And that's completely different. That is for self. So there is a difference. It's just important that we start to recognize that the message has been the same all the time, every time, all the way through. Believe in God, do good, and be charitable. Those are the three primary things that's emphasized, and within them are other things. Be good's a pretty big umbrella, when it comes to what that means, and those are described to us in all of those messages. What it means to be good. God gave us the 10 Commandments. There's 10 very good things to follow that would cover being good. The Torah's got its, the Quran has it. They all have the same message, and they all have the same purpose: to guide us to a path that's going to lead us or give us our best opportunity to get to heaven and spend it with God. So we need to really look at that. Stop following what man's changed the message to. And that's the religions that were created out of the message. And guess why they were created that way? Again, it goes back to self. In Islam, in the Quran, everything that the Christians talk to us about as far as Islam goes, all the things that are horrible and terrible are not in the Quran. They're not there. If you think they're there, and then call me, talk to me, ask me about it. I'll help you understand. I'll be glad to, give you some guidance as to the message I see and understand, and let you know why, or show you where your understanding could possibly be wrong. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I may not have all the answers, and I may be wrong. But let's talk about it. And if it's not there, let's quit using it and abusing that, and let's get to the truth, and let's start, working together. Because if we all quit focusing on the religious version of each of these messages, and we focused on the message, we could unite as one tomorrow and put all this animosity, hate, discontent, everything could be put to shame, be totally gotten rid of, be totally dismissed. But we have to accept that we could be wrong. We have to accept that this religion that was created out of the message could be askew. They could be something that were created for the purpose of man, to follow his desires instead of the way of God. I certainly see it. It's clear as day to me. I mean, especially, I'm a Muslim. Actually, I don't label myself a Muslim anymore. I label myself a monotheist. I believe in God, and just one God. There's only God, period. Now, that's not calling out to the Christians who have the concept of the Trinity and things like that. I'm not downing you on any of that. That's where you're at right now. That's what you understand and believe. More power to you. But the original message in all of them was monotheism. Believe in one God. Now, what do you think? That one God is all-encompassing of Jesus and the Spirit? Then okay, but in the end, it's still God. So, for me, I'm a monotheist, and I'm a student of the Quran. I'm not a Muslim. I'm a student of the Quran right now. That's what I'm studying and learning from. That's where I'm getting my understanding and my education from. I'm also reading the Bible. I'm also reading the Torah. I'm students of those as well. But those aren't my primaries that I'm studying from and learning from at the moment. The Quran is. And that concept and understanding should be eye-opening and huge for anybody of any of those faiths, of those religions, to start thinking about and put it in perspective. There shouldn't be religious sectarianism and fighting and killing and all that stuff. Unfortunately, man's desires and egos have been put first and created religions out of the way that God intended to fit his own desire and needs. And all of them have it. Deny if you wish to deny. That's okay. I don't judge you for that. But I'm just letting you know that they all have it. It's all there. It's all the same. But we could change that. And we could make ourselves better. Completely. As a whole. In all aspects. You can still be a Christian and go to heaven. You can still be follow Judaism and go to heaven. You could still be a Hindu or a Buddhist or whatever religion, Sikh, it doesn't matter. Muslim, and go to heaven. You have your place. If you're following the original message, if you're following the original guidance that was given to you. if you start questioning the things that are being told to you in the religious connotation, and verifying and getting the facts and getting the truth instead of just accepting what somebody else tells you is truth, then you'll know the answers, and you'll know and have and be on the guidance that God has given us. Well, I'm done expressing myself. I've got to get back to work. My customer has just tried ringing me, so peace and blessings to you all. May God continue to guide us and allow us another day to communicate, to learn, to ponder, and to be guided. Thank you.